contacts, Doreen. You don't have them. You don't have them. It's inverted and counter bent. Pick up contact a little more impulsive with the right side of your body and more contact until he is stretching and bending down. He's just routing you to avoid it, so you do have to bring your whip into play. As soon as he felt what you were doing, he just routed you to avoid it.
She's very afraid of the whip.
Well, then you're going to have to fix that. Because without the whip, all she's doing is dropping her body into you. Good. If your body language and use of the whip is correct, you can very quickly get her over her fear of the whip. Good. Good. Better. Good. So bring it to level at her girth. Right up to level at her girth. Good. Have a little more contact. Good. Now if she gallops off, draw back to the wall and say, no, you're just running ahead of my leg to the wall, Doreen. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Now drop back to the wall again till she halts. Easy movements. There. Now resume lunging. Just go right back to transition like you did earlier. The moment she says, I'm getting ahead of your aids by speeding up, draw her to the wall and say, no, you don't. There. I will bring the whip in because without it, you launch your body at me to avoid contact. But if you think you're going to run away from this, I'm just going to take you to the wall. And I will repeat this process till you go out to lunge and now come to the wall. Come back to the wall. Now resume lunging. Good. And when it's time to come to the wall, just glide back. Nothing, no stress in your body language. Good. And you repeat the pattern till she goes out to lunge and now resume. Yep. She goes out to lunge without needing to get fast to avoid the whip. There we go. And resume lunging. Yeah, see her just look at you now? So you want this, there, look at how quiet she's getting. Exact same process you just did with the other horse. Lots of changes. I am coming into you to be the pusher and the blocker. I am consistent in my contact. Anything that's getting stressed, I'm just going to shut it down. I don't allow inverted gallop transitions. I shut them down. I don't allow horses to get silly on the lunge line. I shut it down. And how I'm shutting it down is essentially taking you to the wall, creating a turn on the forehand, which bends your spine and relaxes you. Does that make sense? Taking her to the wall is creating a turn on the forehand. There you go. Look at that. Good. Good. Now, you didn't ask for that, so take her to the wall. Any transition that is sparky, full of stress, shut it down. Still, if she were to jump into the trot on her own, it would be a relaxed trot without inverting. Then you might decide to let that go. Okay? But if it's at all stressful, if it's all inverted, well, that was a nice transition. So in terms of priorities, it was a counter-bent transition. She shied away from the gray horse, but it wasn't inverted. The concept of the voice. And look at her starting to look to you now, Doreen, instead of at everything else. So isn't that looking better, Doreen? So your whip is now your inside leg, and look at the bend it's creating. See what I mean? And without that whip, you wouldn't get that bend. But without taking her to the wall, she'd still be running away from the whip. Very nice. Good. Yeah. Nice timing on the release, too.